first half, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne!
I think I got my swagger back. Oh!
I love it, baby!
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! By Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch.
Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello, win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win. He got it. If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. It is Thursday, March 19th. That's right, it's March. It's March Madness. Tournament officially underway as of today. I don't think it's an unpopular opinion. I don't think it's a hot take, but the first four games are not a part of the tournament.
Okay, so you're saying that there is only 64 teams. There's not 68.
Yeah, I mean, they're called play-in games, in fact.
I'm with you. I don't think we need the playing games.
I don't necessarily. I don't hate the play-in games. Don't get me wrong. They're not part of the tournament. But I don't
really understand the point in them.
Yeah,
because there's still four. We do the first four out after that.
I mean, yeah, I don't have a great answer to you for that one. I mean, yeah, I don't hate it. I would be fine if they didn't exist, but if they didn't exist, that means we're probably going to 68. I was gonna say something else. Oh, they kept saying that
canceled.
Huh?
No, you're gonna say the Bachelorette's canceled. Is that what you're gonna say?
Did it?
Wrong podcast. Sorry.
Are you heartbroken?
No. That's just like I was.
That's a lot of your TV viewing.
I haven't watched it in a while.
Okay.
The last couple seasons haven't really kept up with it. So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is they kept saying Howard had their first NCAA tournament win, and no, they don't. No, they don't. Good for them. I'm glad they won, but that's not the NCAA tournament.
Right. Yeah, Nebraska got theirs though.
They got a postseason win. We can say that. Nebraska did get theirs. I hate I didn't bet on that. I wanted to, but it just felt right. It felt like it was going to happen finally.
I didn't pick them in my bracket because I just thought it was funny if they didn't win it. So
I don't think you're wrong. It would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
While we're talking about,
I bet on the wrong red team from the Midwest.
For those of you, I did not do this. For those of you that bet the Duke game live, bet on Siena. They didn't sub until the final 12 seconds.
Is that right?
I
saw where they
that's
weren't
right.
subbing.
Which is so I didn't. I mean, I was one of those games, and I'm gonna get to my grievance with Hulu in a second. But it was one of those games. It was one during the workday I had on, and I looked up and I was like, man, they are gassed. You could see it in their rebounding and their shooting. Then I scroll Twitter and I realized this guy doesn't sub.
He's like the guy from Arkansas that the high school football coach that like never punted or always went for two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what that reminded me of.
Yeah, pretty crazy. And I mean, credit to those five guys because yes, Duke clawed back in it, but I kept thinking without knowing they weren't subbing. I kept thinking, I mean, it's not like Duke's just getting back in it real quick. Like a lot of these games go if the lower seed gets out to a big lead, you see teams just kind of flip the script real fast. That wasn't the case. They went 1 for 1 down the stretch and just not enough in the tank.
It was right when ESPN tweeted that Siena leads. It was like that was when Siena didn't score for like 6 straight minutes. So I think we're blaming ESPN for that.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Duke
I've I'll gladly blame the mouse for anything. I've got something for the mouse.
Well, they got to stay relevant. If everybody's bracket's busted immediately right after that, then I mean, what's the point?
Right. Yeah, you're not going to that website anymore.
Right.
Did you watch the game? Were you at work today? Were you in the office?
I was, yes.
Did you watch the game at work? Games at work?
No.
Okay. So Hulu has this thing now, and Trey may know this because we actually talked about this at the tailgate. YouTube TV, the premier streaming platform. There's no doubt in my mind anymore. If you're not at home, it'll pop up little blurb. Are you traveling, or would you like to change your home location? You hit I'm traveling, and it updates you to all the local channels, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Well, Hulu has a similar pop-up. The only difference is it says, would you like to change your home location? Well, it's either that or you can only use like the streaming library. You can't watch live. So you either change your home location or you don't watch live. Turns out you can only change it X amount of times.
Oh.
And I've now used up those times. And we're in March. So you're getting canceled tomorrow. Congratulations. That's it. And you don't have multi-view. And the do it for a week. We need it right now. We need multi-view.
They don't have multi-view? I thought they did.
That's a new thing if they did.
I know like ESPN through Hulu has like a
multi-view. Okay, yes, but where none of the games are on ESPN.
Oh, that's true.
See, it's not a problem to watch Vol baseball on ESPN Plus. It's not a problem during football season because you can just go to the ESPN app. Right now, you have to go through Hulu Live, and it is the worst streaming app. If I didn't want to watch games away from home, I'd just have Comcast. It's insane. I don't know how you can continue. It blows my mind. Anyone that voluntarily has Hulu Live is an insane person. I think they should be institutionalized, you and Raven included.
I do.
It's nuts. It's the worst. It's one of the worst apps of all time, let alone the worst streaming app. I'd rather, I think Trey mentioned what's it called? Tubo.
Yeah. I think I've just never had anything else, so I don't know how bad it is.
It's atrocious, man. I hate it with every fiber of my being. I came back home today, turned on the games, and when I saw that message, I mean, I almost drove to Orlando myself to climb through that castle and kick that mouse's ass. I mean, it's nuts. Walt, you better hope Walt Disney's frozen, or he would have turned over in his grave. Treating people like this, it's insane.
Have you already used them?
Probably from tailgates, I would imagine.
Oh, okay. I think I've done it from the tailgate once.
And then if there's like games this season, baseball games that start at 4:30. I probably watched some of the SEC tournament. Yeah, I definitely did watch some of the SEC tournament games last week.
Okay.
And I never noticed. I guess there was a countdown telling me you have 1, 2, 3 left. I don't know. But I probably watched those on the ESPN app, so I probably didn't do that then. Actually.
Well, I love that you brought up like none of the games are on ESPN, because every year I get to like go back in time and be like, oh, like True TV is actually still a thing.
Oh, dude, yeah, I watch Impractical Jokers all the time.
What do you mean? On TV?
Do what?
Is it still on True TV?
I'm pretty. See, I don't know where I don't use cable, so I just see it and I'll turn it on if I'm like vacuuming or something, stuff like that. I'm not watching it, but it's still on TV. Yes, I would imagine True TV still. Yeah.
All right. So if Impractical Jokers is on at Caleb's house, he's vacuuming.
Yeah, something. It's Impractical Jokers. I'll do Big Bang Theory sometimes. That's on a lot. Friends.
Okay.
Friends is on TV a lot. So stuff like that. It's something I know that if I walk in, I can laugh real quick.
Easy watch.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Sorry for derailing that.
No, you're good. I wish I would have taken off these 2 days instead of like, I feel like I always, and like now it's like I shouldn't have. Like the games were kind of chalk, except, I mean, the first game was a 2-point game. So
I
I
was
kind of
gonna
wish
ask
maybe you
for the
should have
people.
taken a half a day.
Half a day probably if you're gonna do it. I was gonna like for the people that do. I feel like if you're gonna take off work, all your buddies got to agree, and you got to go to someone's house or a bar. Otherwise, like what? I'm probably gonna end up doing something around the house in the middle of the game and miss the best game.
Well, you might vacuum. You got to turn on Impractical
Yeah.
Jokers.
Well, I can't because there's a March Madness game on it right now. But yeah, I mean, that I see people all the time talk about taking off work, and I'm thinking, I don't know, doesn't feel worth it. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
crazy.
I just love this tournament. I think it's awesome. I think it's just chaos, and like basketball has always been my number 3. So I don't have like a super hot take of there's too many teams or we need more teams. Like I just like the way that it is, and
Yeah, I think it's perfect actually. Well, it's close to perfect. Like don't mess
Yeah.
with it. That close.
yeah. And I feel like this year it's wide open. I know me and Trey talked about it last episode. It doesn't feel like there's. I mean, you have the number 1 seeds, obviously. Like you have some of the favorites, but there's no one team or 2 teams you're thinking like I mean, Duke was probably one of those teams, and they almost lost today. So
I was gonna say I wouldn't say it's wide open, but I think it's like it's there's not a clear favorite. I would agree with that.
I
but
think
I
any
would've-
of the top like 4 seeds, I feel like any of those teams, if they won
Yes.
it wouldn't be a huge surprise. For
Oh
most
yeah, I would take any of the top 4, and then like you mentioned, then Duke does that today
Yeah.
to a rec league team that their one sub they don't even want to put on because he's so bad.
Well, I was like, dude, who's this guy putting up 21 points? Some white sophomore from New York. And I'm like, hello,
It's-
the transfer portal. Have you ever heard of me?
It reminded me, is it South Carolina's quarterback Doty? His name
Yeah,
is
Luke Doty. Yeah.
Luke Doty. I thought,
Yeah.
wasn't he was Doty the grad guy that wasn't, was that him? That
No,
wasn't?
Doty was he was a quarterback, and then he was a wide receiver, and then he came back to quarterback because they were
Okay.
out of quarterbacks.
Okay. I knew it was some weird story with him. So I thought maybe he just reappeared at a small D1 basketball team or something.
Maybe he did.
It seemed like his storyline. So I thought maybe that was the same guy.
Yeah, maybe he plays for some other team that we don't. Maybe he plays for Howard. I think that's a HBCU, is it?
I want to say yes, but I'm
Okay.
not 100% sure.
So maybe Luke Doty is not there, but he might be at another small school.
You never know.
Yeah.
You ever heard of what's his name? Oh gosh, there's a. I mean, you can look him up on YouTube. There's this white guy that was a marching band, not director, but similar. The drum major for an HBCU marching band, white guy, and
really?
white chocolate adjacent nickname, but it was like
Okay.
a band. Yeah, Electric Factory. I don't think he's got to be one of the few, if not the only, white drum major in an HBCU.
Yeah, you got to kind of be about it. If
He's good, dude. He's got the moves. I'm not willing to say he's like great, but I don't know. I can't grade that. I mean, that's not my territory. But for a white guy, like
yeah,
a lot of good comments on the YouTube videos that get posted of him.
yeah.
Hey,
So
look up that
who?
dude's name. See what they call him. I don't think it's just white chocolate. I think it's got a more creative name.
Easy white chocolate.
Yeah,
Who do you got winning?
I've got Duke in my. I filled out one bracket. I usually do
you're
one
sweating.
online. Yeah, I usually do one online and one like paper bracket. My printer's broken at the house. I kept forgetting to print one off at work, so no paper bracket this year. But I do have Duke, so I just filled out one online and it's Duke. And so yeah, I thought it was busted. What about you?
I have Michigan, and
Okay.
I don't know if that's. I feel like those it's Duke, Arizona, Michigan are kind of the 3 favorites. I feel like, which I think Arizona. I think in our bracket challenge, somebody picked Vanderbilt. So whoever, let's find out who that is, and it might be Trey. honestly. don't know.
I don't think that's an incredibly hot take. Like if you're gonna pick like a non-top team, I like that pick.
Okay.
If you're taking out, let's take out the 1 and 2 seeds. I like that pick.
Yeah. If I'm taking not one of the top 2 seeds, I think I might take Kansas.
I
If Darren Peterson plays.
I was about to say, so it's the SMU thing all over again.
Yeah, if he plays, I'm in.
Which did you see the? Or were you gonna say something, Trey? Sorry.
I was gonna say, Caleb. Before it got off the point, your buddy Justin Heidman goes to Alabama University, aka Vanilla Funk.
That's it. Great
Vanilla
name.
Funk.
Is that not a great name? You got to look him up.
Vanilla Funk?
Yeah, everyone going
Trey,
to
you might have
SMU.
found you a new nickname.
They were talking about BJ Edwards, how SMU tweeted. They had like a graphic that was BJ Edwards expected to play in the first round. And everyone's, this is shady. This is, hey, no. If they're going to keep you out of the tournament, if he's injured, you say he's playing. You get that man in a practice if you need to prove it.
Yeah.
If he's supposed to be in a walking boot, doesn't matter. Take him off. You're done. No walking boot for you. At least not publicly. You start tweeting out like, hey, I saw BJ Edwards working out today. Like it's a burner account as a student at SMU. Yeah. No, you make sure everyone knows he's healthy or thinks he's healthy.
Mm-hmm. I love that graphics are being brought up because we saw the best graphic of all time, and it's from the Auburn basketball account.
This whole situation is insane.
How in the hell does that go through multiple people? We're like, oh yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Dude, if I'm Stephen Pearl, I'm like, delete that.
Yeah.
Also, we also have his dad on the record on CBS college basketball show saying, yeah, I did this so they'd have to hire my son. Like he's saying my son, like he'll go, well, my son earned it. But then says to the contrary, he's like, no, I made sure that they had to hire him. Nepotism, it's a beautiful thing.
It's under, was it 18 wins?
18 wins. Most as a first-year head coach. Yeah, standing over. You know what? Standing over Stephen Pearl. 18 wins as the first-year head coach at Auburn. That's awesome. Quite the triumph. And then listening to Bruce Pearl have to pretend that he thinks Miami of Ohio is a good team, which I guess maybe he does think that, but he's also been like on a warpath for the last month saying they're not good enough. It's really weird.
Yeah.
I wish we were playing Auburn tomorrow. I'll tell you that.
Well, then, I mean, they'd have to change. I guess we'd have to win for them not to change the graphics. So we'd definitely win. 18 wins.
They're not playing in the NIT, correct? They
are, and they have.
They are. They are.
Big game Saturday versus Seattle U.
Do you think they're only playing in the NIT because Stephen Pearl? Did you see that? Did you follow all the Scott Hughes tweets? Scott Hughes calls basketball. From Selection Sunday, you got to go back and read them. They're all just art. Like hang them in the Louvre. That's what that meme was made for. Hang them in the Louvre. Scott Hughes is a parody basketball account for those that don't know, and he tweeted, one of his tweets was, Stephen Pearl says they have to be given the bid. He's rented out his house on Airbnb this weekend, so they're going no matter what.
So they beat South Alabama. Did they already play?
The NIT started?
Yes, they played earlier. NIT's already started. They tweeted the 18th win after they beat South Alabama.
So they have more wins available. That's even crazier.
So he had to win. They had to accept the bid to the NIT for him to get to 18 wins.
Yes.
That's so sick.
That's awesome.
If I'm Auburn, if you win Saturday, I think you treat a graphic of 19 wins. I think you have to lead into the bid.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should just – I think other accounts should, when their season ends, they should do some kind of graphic of like 25 wins. Whatever Tennessee ends up, I think we should go most.
I think Tennessee should tweet out just 20 wins. Rick Barnes, 20 wins in year whatever. Or 19, whatever it is. Like, do one more than Stephen Pearl. Just that's it. That's the tweet. Good for him, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy. You know what? I'm happy for Stephen Bramlett.
VFL.
Yeah.
Even though he hates it.
Yeah.
That's okay. We hate him too.
Not a fan.
Huge fan of 19 wins, though. Huge.
It'd be big. It'd be big.
Yeah.
I do know the only NIT game I've ever been to, we lost to MTSU. You remember that?
Hell yeah.
You were with us, weren't you?
I didn't go, no.
Oh, you didn't go to that? Okay.
No, but I do remember that.
That would have been Conzo Martin, junior year of high school.
Dude, I miss the Conzo tweets after Missouri used to lose every game. No way they got to 19 wins.
Conzo's Missouri?
Yeah.
Is this Missouri team? I've heard some people high on them in this tournament.
I mean, if they're playing Tennessee, they're going to be really good. Let me tell you. I did pick them to win against Miami, and they're playing a home game, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So,
is it a home game?
well, it's
as someone who's I know, but as someone who's driven through the state of Missouri, even in Columbia, I didn't see that much Missouri stuff going on. There was nothing like University of Missouri.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of what's that song that they made on YouTube? We Are Mizzou. Who you?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot going on in St. Louis.
We met that guy. That was probably one of the coolest days of my life, was to meet that guy.
We met that guy?
Yeah, he used to do the Mizzou podcast on Armchair. We talked to him one time.
That was him?
You don't remember him telling us that?
No, I don't.
Yeah. I think he was the main guy. I'm pretty sure. He was in the video, and I think the main guy.
Did we ask him before we made fun of that?
I think he kind of led with that. I think he's like embarrassed, but like one of those, like I was young and dumb. So like I'm also proud that it's viral and people know who I am.
Yeah, he's like a Disney star. You're like, I mean, or like Drake before he was like Drake. He was in that TV show. What was it called? Degrassi.
Degrassi.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can. I don't know if that's a great comparison.
Well, I mean,
maybe he's the
Drake isn't just like Drake isn't. His claim to fame isn't trying to be Degrassi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I don't think many people know. He's more like the brother from Hannah Montana.
Jason Earls?
Yeah, like people know who he is, but like not really.
Okay.
I'm shocked you knew his name right off the rip. That's crazy.
That is crazy. I don't know why I know that.
You know, he was like 40 when he did that show.
I mean, even when I was young, I was like, I mean, that dude's way older than me.
You weren't wrong. Texas is tearing away. Well, I'll say tearing away. It's the first half. Oh, and they just hit a 3 to close out. You see Howard claw back in it a little bit? They're only down 7 at the half.
They're only down 4.
Or sorry, down 4. Yeah, I thought I saw 7. They were down 13, I believe, at one point.
Okay. Yeah, Michigan not looking good. Howard's got vanilla funk. Got some juice to him.
Dude, yeah. Yeah. What about High Point today? Did we mention High Point?
We did say that one of the red teams lost.
Okay. Big South representing. We need to go to the Big South tournament next year. I think it's in Johnson City again. We need to.
You know what I need to stop doing? I need to stop listening to podcasts before I do a bracket. I listen to
Wisconsin Big
John Rothstein. I mean, he went in on Nebraska sucks and Troy is really good. He was like,
John Rothstein said Nebraska sucks.
Yeah.
I feel like John Rothstein. I was going to say John Rothstein is always positive about every team. That when I listen to him, I don't listen to him all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm shocked that he was saying that.
He was like, I always said, like, when Nebraska wins their first tournament game, I'm going to go to Lincoln and open up a bar tab on me. And he's like, but guess what? It's not going to be this year because Troy's really good.
We got to get to Lincoln.
Yeah. I know. I thought about that. But yeah, I need to stop listening to him because he ruined my bracket. I mean, I would be perfect right now.
Oh,
well, I don't think that's true because I didn't pick High Point either. But still, Troy screwed me.
I don't think I picked High Point, but I've always been high on High Point because I keep up with them in the Big South.
I mean, you can't be low on High Point.
True. That's a good point. Did you see their coach's interview after the game? You got to go listen to it because number one, I don't think like he obviously answers the questions or he responds to the guy, but I don't think he listened to a single question the guy lobbed at him. Like he was just going on his own rant in response to everything this guy said.
Is it Tony Vitello?
It is. It's a coked up Tony.
Okay.
Which is this dude's really excited, which is good for him. I mean, he just beat Wisconsin, beat a 3 seed in the NCAA tournament. I don't believe that's High Point's first win in the NCAA tournament, but
I feel like they've won before.
I think they have. I think they're a team that
they beat Kentucky before, or is that another 15?
I was thinking they might have beat Purdue one time.
Ooh, okay.
Don't quote me on that. It just seems like a team that's beat Purdue.
That sounds right. I don't know if you're just talking me into it or.
I don't know.
I'm with you, man.
I think they've been the last 2 years now because I think they won back-to-back Big South titles. Oh, that's what I was saying. We got to go to the Big South tournament sometime.
Yeah, I'm in.
It's at Freedom Hall.
Okay.
That was High Point's first win in the NCAA tournament. You're right, Caleb. They are back-to-back. And the reason why me and my wife went last year to the Big South tournament.
Did you?
In Johnson City, yeah. And
I've been wanting to go.
We watched High Point play Radford because one of my good buddies was an assistant coach at Radford last year. But because she saw High Point win last year, she picked them to win this year. So she called their shop. This was Wisconsin.
Nice.
Yeah. You get a little you just feel some High Point magic around here. I believe they're a Western North Carolina team. So Appalachian.
Is that one of those things where none of them are like in the state of Tennessee?
Big South?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they are. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're all Virginia, maybe Kentucky, and North Carolina.
Okay. Well, let's get into Miami, Ohio a little bit. Let's break down Tennessee's opponent for round one. Did you watch them last night?
I did.
Guys, they're not good.
They're not, but Landon, this is the exact kind of team that Tennessee gets beat by.
Yeah, but do they? I mean,
yeah, a team that just chucks threes up. Yeah, that's the exact team Tennessee loses to.
But I feel like the team that Tennessee's really good against Alabama, and
you're not wrong. Okay, yeah, you're not wrong. It is NATO. It's basketball. You're not wrong. But
I just think Tennessee is going to dominate them in the paint. Like
I was going to say, I mean, if they miss shots, you're fine.
Yeah, they shot 41 threes last night. I mean, they only made 16 of them.
I think it's 45% of their shot attempts are from beyond the arc.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what it's the I don't know who originated that brand, but it's the NATO. It's like, we're going to get quality over quantity. It's going to be the first good kind of good look we have. We're shooting.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think it's necessarily, especially for a team like Miami of Ohio, I don't think it's a terrible strategy. Like that's a great way to fight against a team that you're outmanned against.
Mm-hmm.
So it's worked for 31 games this year. It's against teams that aren't necessarily lesser than you all the time. I mean, it just the problem is if they get hot, and teams are known to do that, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I just think Tennessee's going to do what they do all year and is just going to control the paint. Their one loss to UMass, their big had 25 and 8. They got out rebounded 41-24 in that game.
Yeah.
Their tallest player, smaller than Nate Ament. Nate Ament is taller than everybody on their roster.
I was gonna say their tallest player is like this kind of lanky guy. Like he has that I'm really tall build, but you can tell he's not 7 feet tall.
Yeah, 6'9" is the tallest one of the guys who played last night against SMU. So
also Ryan mentioned how many times they dive into the other team. I didn't get a count. My favorite one though was the guy that got plowed. I mean, got destroyed by some European on SMU's team, and it wasn't even a shooting foul. Like he just took a foul for the love of the game and got clobbered.
Basketball guy.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is a game Tennessee should obviously win. in March especially, we've seen teams just get lightning hot that shoot threes.
Yeah. And maybe that was their one. I mean, they were like that in the first half, and then they kind of cooled off a little bit in the second half.
Well, they take a lot of bad shots too. So, like, that's one factor of it. I mean, they had, in a stretch, they had like 3 air balls of like 6 possessions.
Mm-hmm. I read something today where Tennessee is 25th in defending the 3-point in the country. So that makes me feel, I mean, Tennessee is going to be all over them.
And that's Monty mentioned they play, like, a lot of the teams that Tennessee's been killed by don't necessarily play this brand of basketball, even if they're good shooting teams. And so I think with them playing 5 out, 4 out, like, they're rarely going to have guys inside. What kills Tennessee a lot is the overhelp.
Yeah, it's
hard to overhelp when they're playing 5 out.
Yeah. And no one's really dribbling a whole lot either.
No.
It's not like Tyler Tanner is driving in the lane and duking it out to Duke Miles on the wing. So, yeah, I think 32-1, like, that's a great story. Cool. Like, you didn't test yourself at all. You got in the tournament, I guess. It was debatable. I mean, you almost had to be perfect. And I think it's very easily.
I was going to say, I don't know if I guess it should have been to a degree, but if it's between them and Auburn, it's not debatable in my opinion.
Yeah, but it wasn't even Auburn. It was Oklahoma was the last team. The last team out. Okay. Yeah.
Even I think Oklahoma's not record-wise, but I think they're worse than Auburn. So even more so.
Yeah.
Auburn, I think, is just a poorly managed basketball team.
Yeah, there's no reason why that team doesn't make the tournament.
Yeah.
Too much talent.
18 wins, though. He might not have gotten there if he'd been in.
18 wins.
That's the graphic we got to tweet. Like, if this had been Auburn, which I guess you have the first 4, so it wouldn't matter. It's like you wouldn't have gotten 18, bud.
Yeah.
Shout out the NIT. Most wins as a first-year head coach.
Yeah, just dominate inside. Get us Virginia. Jalen Carey, go have you a game. I mean, I don't know how consistent you can be. Like, I think you are who you are, but this is a game where he should dominate and have those and ones. Hopefully he makes a couple free throws. He'll probably end up with 20 points and 12 rebounds probably. JP Estrella, kind of the same thing. I feel like this is a South Carolina game where we just dominate them inside. And then you're going to get probably something from Auburn basketball and being like, see, we told you they shouldn't have been in.
Trey said they shoot 40% from 3. First in the nation in percentage. I'm just trying to prepare our hearts, guys. Just prepare your hearts. Because I think that's the thing is you just never know what you're going to get out of this Tennessee basketball team. And that's the worst part, you know? You can't even truly prepare for it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a 4:25 p.m. tip. That's wonderful.
I'm also going to the baseball game tomorrow, so I might have to watch the second half in the MVP room.
Any nachos? No more nachos, or what's the deal?
I don't know what their deal is. They're kind of. I did go against Wright State, so I'll give them some grace. But hey, it's big boy baseball right now. It's time to show me the money. Show me what I pay for every year, which I don't really pay. But if I did, somebody paid for it. So I don't know. The last time I just had hot dogs.
That's not a bad deal.
Multiple.
How many?
Just two.
Okay.
No bun.
Seriously?
Yeah, I didn't go to bun. I just went.
That's crazy.
I just wanted some chili on top.
That you just had chili then. You had chili with hot dog in it.
Yeah,
did they cut it up for you too?
No, I did that.
It's crazy, dude.
It was like 3 o'clock. Okay, I wasn't just
wienered it. You ate 2. You had 2 hot dogs with chili on them.
Yeah.
If you're not super hungry, you just eat 1 hot dog.
Yeah, but you're not just gonna eat one hot dog. That's crazy.
I eat one hot dog all the time. Every time I'm on the golf course.
You get two. You don't have to finish the second one, but you always get two. I'm not gonna go back up here.
This is insane. Okay. This is beyond nuts.
All right, let's I mean, X Factor. Give me an X Factor.
X Factor, I know you mentioned Jalen Carey. Sure. It's Nate Ament. Nate Ament is the deciding factor of how far this team goes.
Yeah, hopefully.
You saw it in the Auburn game. You've seen it. You saw it when you missed him down the stretch in the regular season. Nate Ament, he's not necessarily like, operating the offense, but he has to be the guy. You have to find him on crucial possessions. He has to be able to make it work from inside or outside in, really. But yeah, if it's not him, then you can pick another name, but it's not going to be pretty. You may win tomorrow, but it's not going to last long.
Yeah. I think Jacoby is going to be Jacoby. He's been pretty consistent all year long. I'd like to see him better in crunch time, but hopefully tomorrow you're not needing somebody to step up in crunch time. Hopefully this is wrapped up pretty early.
I don't want to see Jacoby in crunch time.
What?
I don't want to see Jacoby in crunch time. I've seen enough of Jacoby in crunch time.
But I do think it is Nate. I mean, you got to get that bad taste out of your mouth. What happened in Nashville? I mean, I know he's probably always been a really good basketball player. There's no way he's had a 1-13 from the floor game. Yeah. Got to shake that off, and I don't see him. I mean, they've gone back, and I know Rick Barnes talked about it, like probably shouldn't have played him. I'm like, well, why did you? Because we had something to blame it on if you lost.
I feel like this team needed to be that's the thing, is I feel like they needed to be really successful in Nashville, and they got off to a start that's like, all right, you even clawed back into a game to win it. You didn't fall short when you did it. That was huge. The letdown was demoralizing. So I mean, I disagree. If he was good to go, I think he needed to play because his team needed it. Like, you can't just count on this team kind of figuring it out round of 64 and like hope that carries.
Right, but I'm saying, like, I'm not saying he wasn't healthy, but was he 100%? Because I mean, the way he shot the basketball, I hope he wasn't 100% because that was terrible. I don't know. He's had time to rest it up. We're good. Need you. I do think it is big for him to have that kind of injury that does seem to linger, and for him to be all in on playing when he is
straight to the ankle.
Yeah.
I don't want him to be able to feel his ankle for 40 minutes a night. I want to win basketball games.
Yeah. I think it shows how competitive he is. Now, Darren Peterson, ain't no way he's playing another basketball game at Kansas if that happens to him. No way.
Yeah, I mean, you could have just stopped it. Ain't no way he's playing another basketball game at Kansas, because that appears to be the truth.
True. Give me Amari Evans as an X factor too.
Sure. More minutes for him.
Yeah, showed a lot when Nate was out. I think he's a guy you can rely on, and I mean, he's going to defend. And I think his offensive game is going to come along. I mean, not in this tournament, but as he, continues to be in this program, I think the offense is going to come around. And it's not like he's bad offensively.
Right.
He's just not a great shooter, but the man can get points because he gets to the rim and he's aggressive.
I think another guy too is, in a similar vein of Amari Evans, it's JP Estrella. You got to have him. I mean, he's got to play well the whole time, but like when Felix Okpara is out, you are the guy around the rim, both offensively and defensively, and he's got to step up in a big way.
He's got to be your third guy.
Yeah.
Tennessee's at their best when JP Estrella is their third best scorer.
Agreed.
When they're relying on Jalen Carey, I think that's a recipe for disaster. I think the record that, and this is not me crapping on Jalen Carey, but in a way I kind of am, I guess. I think the record, like him playing over a certain, over 15 minutes, I think Tennessee's won one game.
Yeah, I'd be okay with Jalen. You mentioned get him playing better. I'd be okay with him not playing at all.
Yeah.
So Ryan mentioned it. Was he a bust? Yeah.
Wasn't great.
I didn't have a ton of expectations for him. So I mean,
kind of an up and down year in the portal. I mean, Jacoby Gillespie was a great find. Didn't get anything from Amari Abram. Didn't get. I mean, you've gotten some from Jalen Carey here and there. It's very sporadic. So, yeah, I think a up and down year in the portal. But I mean, you got the newcomer of the year in the SEC for the third straight year. It's hard to really complain about the portal because you just don't know what those guys look like.
Yeah, you just didn't hit it quite as well as you didn't because Jacoby was great and he wasn't quite the breakout that you've had. But I mean, yeah, it was a fine year.
Yeah,
fine year.
But you've also never really had to like overhaul your roster.
Yeah,
and get so many guys that's having to play pivotal roles for you.
Right.
You've had to have like one plug and play guy, and then maybe a bench guy or role player, something like that. I mean, Felix Akpar, I guess, was a good portal get, but he wasn't a difference maker offensively,
right,
when he came. So, yeah, excited about it. Ready to get going. What are scores right now? I think Michigan's up by 7, A&M's up by 11. North Carolina's up by 5. BYU is down by 9 to Texas. Okay. All right, spring practice is here.
Could be a big day for the Texas schools.
Yeah. Did spring practice kind of sneak up on you a little bit?
Oh, yeah. Like I was like, oh, yeah, it is spring.
Yeah. Same.
Even though it was 29 degrees the morning they started. But, yeah, it's spring.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to fill me in because I haven't been able to keep up with all the discourse, all of the what are people in a tizzy about this spring practice? Explain that to me.
Well, I mean, you're always going to have the quarterback stuff.
But isn't that one route that people are really all torn up about? Is that
the Tristan Keys one?
Yeah, a little
here's my thing.
Quick out, little.
Yeah. Well, number one, it's practice. Okay. Not everything is full blast.
You play how you practice.
But it is the first spring practice. It's his first basically practice at all, really. I know he practiced some in the winter, but I mean, that was just kind of like, oh, let's get you integrated into the strength and conditioning program. This is really like he's trying to carve out a role for himself.
Mm-hmm.
And there was nothing that I like. I mean, everybody knows this. You're not going every single route. If you're working on something in practice, it's not full speed. Like that was obvious. I mean, if it wasn't going full speed, somebody's jumping his ass if it was meant to go full speed. But I think he was slowing it down to make sure like his angle was right. He got his body turned around in the quick out. There was stuff that he was working on.
Can I give you a different take?
Yeah.
It was probably just a bad rep.
Yeah,
probably not.
Well, somebody said good in the clip, so.
I have a question for you, Landon. Does Tennessee media, like obviously media was the one that captured that. Does the football team, because I know like some schools, the media just sees like the first like 10 minutes of practice and they get out, is that what it is in Tennessee too?
Yeah.
So what? It's ridiculous. That's 10 minutes. Most of the time they're stretching and just getting started. So I find it hilarious.
Yeah, that was probably his first route of the day.
Yeah.
Well, most time when the media is there, they do turnover circuits for like 15 minutes and they kick everybody out. So, I mean, they got to see a little bit of spring practice, and that was unfortunately the clip that was tweeted out. Ben McKee knows what he's doing. He's smart. He wants that engagement. No, Ben McKee's great, but it did get like overblown. I feel like
I'm not saying like I think if you watch that video, even just kind of knowing what's going on, you're probably going. That is going to be a teaching point, I would imagine, because they take every single moment in practice. Like they're probably going to teach. He may have done something they discussed on his if he had a previous route of, like you said, if someone, I didn't listen to it, if someone said good. But I mean, that's probably not the rep they're looking for, and it's probably going to be coached. And it also isn't the worst. I don't know. I don't know what possible conclusions we could draw from that clip. And I thought surely something else occurred.
I mean, if he was that late to the route, the ball is already out of the quarterback's hands. But he hit him. He hit him on the money. So
yeah,
I don't know. I didn't see anything from that clip other than Tristan Keys is wearing number 80 and he's a 5-star recruit. That's what the craziest thing to me was about that clip, which I know like everybody's going to have like their single number and all those numbers are going to change, but it is funny seeing these guys kind of have to earn it in spring practice.
Well, maybe he's an NFL guy. He wants to wear 80 now.
Well, then you have like TJ White and Braden Rouse, like those two are highly touted linebacker prospects, and they're wearing 51 and 52. Like, no shot. You're having those talented young linebackers wearing 51 and 52 in a game. No shot.
I don't know. Maybe Matt Leinart said couldn't have their number. So
maybe. And then you're having the quarterback conversation is always going to be a topic. And
we do have some news on that.
Okay.
It's official. It is going to be a competition in fall camp. They won't pick a starter after spring practice.
Well, it took one day for Missouri to name their starter. Did you see that today?
No.
Yeah, Austin Simmons was named a starter.
No one ever accused Eli Drinkwitz of being wishy-washy. He is very sure of himself.
He knew it. He wanted out of the portal.
He's
like, I'm going to get my return on investment.
I'm not saying he should be confident, but he is.
It's around $5 million right there. You better be starting.
$5 million for a backup quarterback is insane. It took one practice, though, so maybe he's really good. I think you're setting yourself up for disaster if you're Missouri fans. I feel like you just let that one play out a little bit before you name one. Whatever. Everybody thinks George McIntyre is too small still. I love that we have a George McIntyre weight watch in every clip. Or any picture or anything like that of him at practice. Everybody's commenting on his weight.
Oh yeah. You're gonna I need deeper analysis though. Like there should be every day, daily side by sides. They need to get into, you can break down how tall someone is in a video by using shadows and objects that are near him. So we can use that to factor in his weight, then factor in his BMI. Like I need all that. We're not deep enough in the George McIntyre weight.
Yeah. He has gained 20 pounds since he got on campus.
So he says we need to do deeper analysis to figure out if that's true.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point.
We got to dig
I don't
deeper.
know what he was weighed.
Do we trust? I don't trust college football rosters rosters to save my life.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, Diego Pavia is 6 foot. No way. 5'4". Yeah, that's always going to be I mean, Faison Brandon he doesn't look like a true freshman. Like, does that give him a leg up in this competition? I don't know. Maybe. But I mean, they're obviously not going to get hit. So are you, like, what are you really banking on? Somebody's like, well, I mean, he does look more physical than George. Okay, cool. Like, that doesn't mean like one hit can't take him out too.
He looks more physical when he gets that ball spinning. That physicality, you can see it off the banker.
Yeah,
I didn't see that take. That's great.
Yeah,
I hate spring practice. I think spring practice is the dumbest thing of all time. Good on Tennessee to start it right in the middle of March Madness because if you thought I could care less, no. Or couldn't care. Yeah. If you didn't think I could care any less, that's how I should say it. Let me tell you, I don't care.
Yeah.
We don't care.
And then you had David Sanders today just maul somebody. I think
bad rep. NFL scouts don't like it, Landon. That was a bad rep too.
NFL player that didn't like it. And I'm like, who the hell is this guy?
Bad rep.
I mean, the defensive end is a former player from Maryville College. I'm not gonna like
We got a
crap on
transfer
that.
from Maryville College. Go Scots, dude. Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, like, he's not a SEC type edge. So I guess it's better than the other way. Like, you don't want that guy getting past David Sanders. You want him to take care of business. And so I don't know. I just think everything is overblown with spring practice. I do think it is a waste. The only thing you really get out of spring practice is you get newcomers acclimated.
Yeah.
That's about it. And you work on the offense in a practice setting or the defense, whatever. You work on getting in plays and different stuff like that. You're not really seeing a whole lot of, maybe you see like this guy can help us down the road or this guy is better than we thought. But I don't think
I mean, I'm sure it's at the college level, I'm sure spring practice is great for the coaches.
Yeah.
But what us fans can see, which is nothing. And then it's not like they go and play on Saturday.
Right.
Quit trying to form opinions about anybody or about this team right now, because you're not.
Yeah.
You're like, if you think you're forming an educated opinion based on what we're seeing from spring practice, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
So stop trying to.
Yeah. And then you had Ryan Staub said he hasn't been coached like this in the 3 years he was at Colorado. So, and then people like, he makes that one comment and they're like, could Ryan Staub be our starter?
Are we overcoaching guys? Sometimes you just gotta let the players play. I think it was Dewey Finn that said, let the children lead the way. And we're not doing that.
If we literally if Ryan Staub is our starter, I think you just burn it down. Because I mean, we're literally just burning money at this point. Like, why the hell did we go get George McIntyre and Faison Brandon when?
What if Ryan Staub is good?
There's no way.
I mean, I'm with you. If you tell me he's your starter, I'm panicking. In fact, on the off chance, if people think he could be, I might put my tickets on Ticketmaster right now just to be safe. I'm just saying, what if, Landon? I mean, he's getting coached a lot more now. So we were seeing him when he wasn't being coached, apparently.
That's a good point. He kind of put expectations on himself. He's got to get a lot better.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that speaking of that, a lot of coaching going on. That's another thing. There's going to be a lot of bad reps in practice. Just for people who've not been involved in a practice, there's going to be a lot of bad reps. It's kind of what practice is for. And it's not like Tennessee tweeted out the video of Tristan Keys or of David Sanders Jr.
Right.
It wasn't a highlight tape, guys. So if you don't think it was the best rep, if you're right, again, that's going to be a talking point when they go and watch post-practice film or the next day at pre-practice film when they're talking about what they want to fix.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe chill out. If we want to be angry about something, I think we need to stop practicing at 8 a.m. It seems to not be working. So why the hell are we still doing it?
That's a good point. Yeah, we need to start playing games at 8 a.m. if we're going to practice at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Maybe do it to noon, because with the way that we played at home, I mean, we're not going to get more night games.
I think if we are going to pick, like, if it's got to be late in the day or early in the day, practice at 8 p.m.
I think we practice like every day is 3:30 on CBS.
Also, they're not there to play school. Can we not adjust practice times if we feel like we need to for games? If we're like, if there's a real belief in our head that, oh, this time in the day is going to throw us off, this game time, change your practice schedule. There are 99% of your players are all online anyways.
If they're even going.
If they're even going. there are entire staffs dedicated to making sure they pass classes.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's insanity to me.
Also, Nico came up again on this stuff, which is kind of my fault, but
I want to know what he thought you were saying. I think you all were in more agreement than both of you all realized.
Well, he kind of explained it on the thing. He thinks it's annoying that we keep bringing up Nico. He doesn't think that like Nico left because of he left because of the talent that he had previously. Well, I want to be like, those guys weren't coming back.
It's also not what they said. They said talent around him, which would imply the next season. That's when he left.
Right. So I don't know. He said he left because of the wide receiver play when he was playing, but those guys weren't coming back. So I don't know. And he could have left in December. If he didn't think he had any talent, he could have left then. He went all the way through spring practice and then left.
I thought he was saying, well, of course he kind of went back. It was like that narrative. Like I thought maybe he was saying that narrative is dumb because it's not true.
No, apparently it was true.
No. The narrative that they put out was dumb because that's not true.
Oh, okay.
Not that the narrative they said it. Somebody in Nico's camp got interviewed.
Oh yeah,
I think they were anonymous and said that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was why he left.
Yeah,
or why he claimed to have left.
Yeah, claimed to have left. I mean, he went to UCLA, so I mean, now he doesn't have any talent or fans around him. So good for him. Whatever.
Good, big market though. That's a big market. LA.
Yeah,
they love their college football out there.
Also, I think huge mistake on their part, but I mean, if you didn't think you had any talent, I mean, you're just bad at evaluating talent because Tennessee had plenty of talent at receiver.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right. Let's get to some questions. Before we do that, Trey, you got any news real quick?
No, nothing super major. North Carolina just ran one of the worst inbound plays to possibly try to win a game in NCAA tournament history.
Wisconsin. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah,
Wisconsin has that one.
But the few things I did want to talk about, we talked about it a few weeks ago that the NCAA was going to overlook some new rules for college football. And we finally got those announced today. Caleb, your fair catch kick is now in college football. So similar to the NFL, where
big ups for the special teams guys.
If you fair catch it, you have the opportunity to kick it there afterwards to get the 3 points.
You have to declare that before the punt. Fun fact.
Yes. So I think that will be interesting how teams in college now, what they do when they're in their own end zone and stuff like that as well. So how they approach, getting out of the end zone and stuff like that. Second thing that came out, which I thought was really good, was their ruling on targeting. So change the rules on targeting, some in the penalties. Obviously, still, if you target someone, you're ejected. But you no longer, if it's your first offense, you won't get kicked out for the next game. You can still play the next game. Second offense of the season, you will have to sit out the first half of the next game. So like similar of the rules we had. And they said third offense is you will have to miss that next game completely. But the NCAA said that they didn't have anyone in 2025 have 3 offenses of targeting. So I think that was good. I wish it wouldn't be straight ejection, especially in college. But I think it's a headway. I think it's good news though.
I think there should be levels to it. And what I'm going to say, I realize it still wouldn't be perfect, but you have a lot of times you often have what I would call obvious mistakes, obvious football plays that you have contact to the head or neck area that are by definition targeting, but it's a guy that is attempting to make a football play. He's not being malicious. Mm-hmm. And I think you should be able to say that's a 15-yard penalty and warning, whatever. Next one, you're gone, even if it's an accident. I think that's where we should go with it. And then the ones that you go, that guy was he had a chance to make a play not at the head or neck area and chose to.
Yeah.
And we're tossing him immediately. And again, I think they would still get it wrong sometimes, but I also think you would keep guys in the game who are just trying to make football plays. And I think that would be the positive from that, especially because we review them all. So you have time to slow it down and make that decision. Because there was in the college football playoff, who was it that got ejected? And it's like, I mean, that's targeting, but he was just, it was unfortunate how it occurred.
Georgia defensive back in the Ole Miss game. And then,
where it's like, that is by definition targeting, but everyone can see that he was trying to just make a football play.
Wait, so they're not ejecting?
They are ejecting still.
You're still ejecting, but you don't have to, if it's your first offense, you don't have to sit out like the first half of the next game like you do currently.
Okay. Cool.
I think that is a step in the right direction.
Absolutely. I think it is. I think a lot of times we do goofy rules, but I think that's a good one.
I also feel like you could go back if there's something super malicious. You could go back again. I don't think that's an NCAA rule, but it is the NFL where you could say, "Yeah, we're gonna suspend that guy. That was outside the lines."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the only other news thing I want to bring up, I know we're pressed for time here, but I thought it was really interesting. Matt Brown came out with his article. I don't know if you guys saw this, that he FOIA'd over 200 men's basketball programs from last year to look up spending. Tennessee had the second most spent at $23 million in college basketball last year. I thought it was really interesting.
That does include everything, correct? That was like if you had a fireworks show, that was included.
Yeah, it's staff, it's travel, but I think it's interesting because
how much did they pay for Estrella the Pearl each game?
That's a great question. I asked my wife that.
Not enough.
We were
not enough. The answer, Landon. That
what do
man
you
deserves
think
a
it's
raise.
paid?
In this economy, he's got to pay gas to get down there. Give that man a raise.
But I think it's interesting in this day and age of college sports where universities and ADs really have to decide of like if we're going to pump, pass, or kick on some of these sports, and I think it goes to show that Danny White, obviously they're investing heavily in football, but they're obviously really putting their step forward, and they're the most in the SEC because Texas is at 22 million. But I think it's a step in the right direction. Yeah.
I think he needs to make severe budget cuts. I think hearing that we spent $23 million. What's the point of that guy that comes out and randomly plays guitar sometimes before the team comes out?
If you think 23 is too much, how do you say if you're Indiana number one at 32 million didn't even make the NCAA tournament?
Yeah,
imagine sitting down there.
That's the thing is like you get all this stuff coming out, like you gotta win.
Yeah.
Because then
I just think win or lose. I don't even care if you win a national championship. I've seen what Tennessee does pregame. I can tell you we're spending way too much money on that crap. Stop doing that crap.
And what I think is crazy about Tennessee's 23 million, Indiana, and I'm looking at Texas, Arkansas, a lot of their money that they pay is dead money to coaches and salaries. Like there's no dead money that Tennessee basketball's fudging over to, coaches they've had to can here recently, So
some people would say Rick Barnes is dead money, but
yeah. No, he's like my Toyota Camry with 270,000 miles. He's just going.
Yeah. That's a lot of money to be a
Sweet 16.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of money, period.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it would make sense. Like Tennessee baseball, like they won a national. If they were up there, like that would make sense. Like you are putting resources into that program.
But that's that's the thing. Let me see line items because that's not just program resources.
No, I know.
That's like
it's not even NIL because Kentucky spent $22 million on their roster, and
that's what I feel like that money, a lot of that money could be reallocated to things that make you successful. I think that's a very clear very clear indicative. Like, okay, these teams are spending money on things that don't matter.
Well, there was a ton of renovations too. Is that involved in that?
I would assume so. Yes.
Okay. I mean, that's probably
doesn't reflect on-court talent.
No, I mean,
doesn't result in winning.
100%.
National champion last year was Florida, and they're not even in the top 22 of the graphic here. The teams in order: Indiana, Tennessee, Arizona, Texas, UConn, Arkansas, Michigan State, Kentucky, Auburn, Louisville, Kansas, Illinois, Ole Miss, UCLA, North Carolina, Virginia, Texas Tech.
Caleb,
Yeah,
I still have a guy at work that he's a Florida fan, and he always brings up, he's like, I still will never forget Caleb saying that our coach can just get really compact.
No, it's not your coach. It's the guy that your coach looks like. Which he did prove when him and Calipari went at it. He did prove he can get really compact. That man ran. I hate Calipari. I think he's a toddler, but he didn't back down.
Yeah. All right, got some questions.
Well, before I get make an overart, I don't want to say we spend too much, I guess, but let me see a line item because it sounds like we're spending too much money in the wrong places.
So that's what you take from that is that you're spending too much money. Okay,
that's because that's not interesting. That's not roster stuff. I mean, that's not the things that result in wins.
Yeah, where was the Lady Vol stuff at? That's what I want to know. Because that is a train wreck.
It got reallocated to volleyball this time, so
okay,
they're not spending much. Yeah.
Good, glad. We got some questions real quick. We'll just hit these and then we'll wrap it up. Trey, I don't think you gave us an X factor for basketball. Do you want to give one?
It's your bigs. After watching that game, you guys were spot on. It's Nate Abit. If your bigs want to, JP, Nate, they can score 70 points tomorrow if they want to, but they have to. So I think you're right on.
Baseball. Who is a player you want to see play more on the weekends? Before we get into this question, I do just want to hit on baseball. I mean, you can't think of a worse loss until you can. And I just rewind to the fall when we missed that kick against Georgia. I mean, my God, what a collapse we have had against Georgia in the last calendar year.
I didn't even put those two together. Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Rolling the tape on that Rob home run broke me.
Yeah.
And did I see it would have been out at Lindsey Nelson? Did someone tweet that out?
It would have been out by a mile.
Over the porches.
Yeah.
I think it's 350 right there and left, and it would have been out pretty much everywhere in the SEC besides Foley.
Well, it was out, to be fair.
Yeah.
It was out till it wasn't.
Yeah. That's tough. But anyway.
You know what? I think the worst part is that's such a sick play, except my team was on the bad end of that.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I was thinking about it. I was like, I can't think of a worse loss. And I was like, I can. It was Wright State with Drew Gilbert.
Yeah.
Like, that's the worst loss possible. But, man.
Well, it was like Venezuela's pitcher. Like, such a cool story. He's like crying before he throws the final pitch. Well, yeah, that's the team I'm cheering for. that happened to.
But what player would you want to see play more on the weekends? I can answer first. I'll go Trent Grindlinger. I think he's batting like 700 as a freshman. He's only getting work in midweeks, and I know that catcher position is just you have Levi and Stone and Garrett Wright can play there, but it's kind of like the Moneyball thing. Dude gets on base. Like, I mean, what do you want? And there's not enough people like hitting the baseball consistently in the lineup right now. So I think it'd be nice to see a little freshman get a shot. Well, I say little freshman. He's like 6'4", catcher. So,
yeah, I don't even know. I feel like everyone that I want to see do well has just really struggled when push has come to shove this year. So,
yeah.
I think a good answer could be just the current lineup. I mean, you're playing arguably one of the worst teams in the SEC this weekend. So, see everyone have a good weekend. Yeah. Doesn't have to be anyone.
I think we went 0 for the last time they were truly the worst team in the SEC.
Yeah, we got swept in 2023. Is that right?
Yeah.
So yeah. SEC play.
Yep.
South Carolina might go off 0 for 2. That's bad. Did you see the clips of this past week, their home game?
Yeah.
What a program that's just fallen off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
They used to be the program.
Guy.
Oh.
I mean, they thought they were getting Rick Barnes, and they fell flat on their face.
I mean, the last big story to really come out of South Carolina is that Alec Murdoch took his family to a regional there before he killed him. Like, that's the last thing. So, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Can we say allegedly kill? Can we say allegedly?
No, he got convicted. No, he's in jail.
Convicted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in jail. He did it. Like, I kept up with that case.
All right. Who are some players in spring practice that you want to hear more about? Let's get some clips about. Who are some guys you want to see some clips for?
No one.
Is a
We're all
joke.
gonna overanalyze the hell out of it.
Who's somebody you want to see? Give me somebody.
Let me ask you this genuinely, because the last 2 clips that have come out, people have crucified him. So do you really want to see a clip of a guy you're excited for?
I didn't hate the David Sanders one.
Right. I'm not saying you. People on the interweb have crucified him. So at this point, I do not know videos of Braylon Staley. None. Too excited for him.
Yeah.
Like
or maybe not hear more about, I guess. Like,
I want more I want more quarterbacks. I love reading people.
More
online.
Quarterbacks. You just want more
I do,
bodies
because my favorite thing is that Joe Schmo who sits on the couch tweeting like, "Oh, that 3-step drop back, he did that." It's my favorite thing in the world. The guy that is a union worker that is just destroying these quarterbacks from their practice reps. You know,
Union strong.
I'm not hating on you. I'm just saying you're not a football coach, but I want more quarterback because the replies to it are just hilarious.
We had Josh Smith going all in on Tristan Keys, and then he deleted it. I don't know if somebody told him to delete it, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't know it was the first day of spring practice."
Isn't he like coaching?
Huh?
Is he a Catholic?
Oh, I don't know. Is he?
I think so.
Yeah, I was like, what are we doing here? Why does everybody have to try to be a coach?
Well, he is a coach.
But like even that, like you like without context, why are you trying to be a coach?
Yeah, and honestly, like the fun part about being a fan is like you can just for no reason at all just love these guys and explain every little like detail either in your favor. And that's what we should be doing as fans, because that's what I wanted to do with the pass to Tristan Keys, but it got overshadowed.
Yeah.
So that's sad. I would like to hear, I feel like in all of this, I haven't heard a word about our defense. I'd like to hear just positives about someone on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah. I think DeJuan Morris is somebody that I just want to hear more about, because I think he is very different than what Tennessee's had in the past at running back. He just kind of has that wiggle and that straight on speed. I just want to see more of that, because we've had a lot of guys that are really good at running the football. We don't have a lot of guys that are very good at breaking tackles and outrunning people. And I'd like to see DeJuan Morris do that.
Yeah.
I'd also like to see Ori Williams.
You would like to see that picture of the Texas freshman running all by himself with his teammates blurred in the background. You want that. Okay.
Yes. Team guy.
That is a team guy. That's a team move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It would have been funny if he like blurred them out and then still tagged them. That would have been
great. In fact, I mean, I think it's a little soft of him not to. I think it's a little soft of him to blur them. Like, you got to hold your guys accountable. They didn't make a play there.
Mm-hmm.
How close?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, like, the next time like they make a play on him, I think he's hoping that the favor gets returned.
Sure.
Yeah.
How close do you think we are to the end of spring practices in college football? I feel like we're almost there, right?
I don't think they'll ever truly end.
I think the spring games are probably gone.
Yeah. I think like
I feel like that's gone in a lot of places, period. But
right.
Yeah.
That's what makes me say, like, I feel like they're going to adapt the NFL model here soon, where you can bring the freshmen in and call it like rookie camp or something like that, and then have OTAs and all things like that.
Yeah,
I feel
it'd
like
be cool to have like an open, like the NFL open practice stuff where they do like OTAs and stuff. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah. Can you imagine what it would be like? Like, let's say Tennessee would go against like Maryville College at like OTA or something like that. Like, you get a scrimmage in.
Well, bring my alma mater back. We'll bring Talons up, baby.
Hey, Carson Newman women are in the Sweet 16, I think.
Okay.
I don't know how D2 structures it. It's really weird. I think they like
missed
won
that.
like a regional, whatever that would be.
Yeah, they kind of set it up
So-
like high school, where it's like
Yeah.
sub-state.
They're going to Indianapolis, whatever that is.
Okay.
Talons
awesome.
up.
Give me a position you're interested in. Spring practice. Besides quarterback, I mean,
I am interested in the offensive line.
okay.
And there's some movement, obviously, with David Sanders, and yeah, I was very disappointed in their fall off late in the season last year because they started off. I was very happy and pleased and confident. So I'm curious to see how that unit progresses.
Okay.
I'm on the opposite side. I like D-line because I think if you look under the Josh Heupel era, at Tennessee, there's always been someone, that can make that big step to make the big jump to be a true NFL prospect. So I think it's interesting to see who that is if that emerges, in the spring.
Yeah, Trey.
VCU is about to beat North Carolina. Actually, Monty
Is
said it
that-
just
I
happened.
saw-
I hate Hulu. I hate Hulu. How far behind am I? 4.2 left. They're shooting a free throw. Get it together, Disney.
I'm with you, Caleb, on my end, but I'm on YouTube TV. So
Yeah, I rioted after that whole mess, but
I think a good position, Trey, you mentioned earlier, just more bodies at quarterback. I'm the opposite. More bodies at safety, please, God. Give me some safety help. We have a guy that he was number 31. Everybody thought it was Caleb Herring. They thought he came back. But it's really Joel Wyatt is playing safety, built like Caleb Herring. So I don't know if that translates to anything, but I'm okay with a 6'4" safety. He's got to take up some room, right?
talk about a position that doesn't pop much in portals. I think, defensive backfield. I feel like that's really hard. You really got to grow some talent. I mean, Caleb Downs, maybe the only one I could think of. Yeah, Alabama, because he was at Alabama first, right? Or was he?
Nick Saban left, and then he went to Ohio State.
Yeah. I mean, he's the only one I could really think of. I mean, there's probably more, but that's something that you really got to try to foster yourself. You don't hear a lot of big portal acquisitions.
We got Andre Turntine.
I was going to mention when you talked about a 6'4" safety, and I don't remember what he was. Deion Grant, though, big safety.
Yeah. Kyle Hamilton for the Ravens, big safety. 6'4".
Big safety. He was incredible in Notre Dame. He was so much fun to watch.
Jeremy Chin, also big safety.
Shout out my parents' alma mater, SIU.
Yep. Small school.
Go Dogs.
Was a Panther. We traded him away because we like to trade away all our
the
good
helmet
players.
right up there, an SIU helmet.
Panthers.
No,
are they the soliloquies?
Soliloquies? Freaking Shakespeare?
Egyptian hunting dog. Salukis.
That's kind of sick.
That's seriously what that is?
Yeah, it's a Saluki. It's an Egyptian hunting dog. It's fast. It's the fastest land mammal that's not a jaguar. Is that the fastest?
What the hell does that have to do with Southern Illinois?
I'm protesting that.
Because they called what was it, Carbondale the little Egyptian or something like that. It's somewhere on that side, and obviously a Saluki.
That was derogatory.
Yeah, it's an Egyptian hunting dog, and I'll tell you what, they are butt ugly dogs too. They are super ugly.
All right, that's all we got.
What do you think about the USA jerseys for U.S. men's national team? They're
I love them.
Lose in and get demoralized.
I like the homes a lot.
Stripes?
I think the stripes. I think the ways are pretty basic, but I think if you look around at a lot of the Nike kits that are coming out with a lot of the national teams, I think ours looks good. Because I think in years past, they've done a really poor job of making ours just like I know basic is in for a lot of those like teams. They try to like stick with like black or gray and but I think I like the stripes. It's really cool.
I think the stripes are like they are like a basic look without getting too crazy. Like I think the stars are like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And I also hate that national teams change their jerseys every contest.
And I'm gonna buy
if you get a good one, keep it.
I'm gonna buy it. That's
Brazil.
the worst part,
Like you don't change perfection. We shouldn't have changed our original Waldo jerseys. We should have kept our blue sashes.
Yeah.
I loved we could have had our white collar ones. Our white collar ones are perfect. I don't love the collar. I think you could have removed that, but they're amazing. Yeah.
Let's win it.
Oh well, it doesn't matter.
Let's
We're
win
gonna
it.
lose. So
Nope, let's win.
Yeah, I mean,
come on,
USA
let's change it up.
was
Let's change it up. We're gonna win.
disappointing.
Let's get back on our
Yeah,
soil.
just like we lost to the Venezuela team.
Dude, I had that on news, but I wasn't gonna bring it back up. So
Dude, that manager.
Gunnar Henderson.
We've never won a World Baseball Classic. That's insane.
won. We've won one.
We've won one.
2016, 18, 2018.
Pre-COVID doesn't count.
Yeah, Gunnar Henderson hitting 800 or 400. You don't bring him in. PCA, your best defensive outfielder, don't bring him into like the sixth inning. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and apparently a lot of these MLB teams had like, hey, please don't play this guy.
Yeah.
What is that about?
Well, yeah.
That's who we should be deporting is the general manager of these MLB teams that asked that. They should immediately, no questions asked, deport him.
Yeah, Skubal like left. And then he came back for the game.
We're in a hockey jersey.
Yeah.
For the closer for the Venezuelan team, that the Cubs told the Venezuelan manager, like, hey, you can only use this guy in a closing situation. So that was the only time he was allowed to use him.
That's okay. You can tell other teams that, just not the U.S.
Yeah, that was tough to watch. And like, where the hell is Garrett Crochet?
He didn't want to play. He said no, thank you.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of that is probably like, I understand your contract and like different stuff like that, but like let's make it a bigger deal than what it is. It doesn't seem like it's taken serious by the USA team, and that's why you lost.
Well, because half their neighbors are playing for Italy and
the USA the USA B team, made it to the semifinals. The Italian team.
Yeah,
we talked about that last show. Yeah, that was. I mean, half the crowd was a Venezuelan home game and stuff like that. You could show they cared. Did you see the tweet of the guy like in a village in Venezuela? It was like on a little like TV about this big. It was black and white, like him and like 5 people going crazy watching the game.
Oh, it's so sick. Yeah. Was it real?
Very real. I thought
it would have been sick if they would have lost. You saw him crying.
Yeah.
That would have been better. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like those countries, they kind of ride over sports. So it would have been sick if Venezuela lost and that whole country crumbles. I would have loved to see that.
Yeah.
But hey, hockey, we swept Canada. You see our paraplegic team won.
Oh, good for them. No.
Yeah. Make the graphic.
We're the hockey country.
Have Auburn basketball make the graphic.
Congrats, coach.
Yep. All right, guys. That's all we got. Thank y'all so much for listening. Please go like our friends at Hovey Dry Goods, hoveydrygoods.com. Use promo code MORE, 15% off that purchase. Also, roback.com. Use promo code More Important Issues for 20% off that first purchase. Thank y'all again. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.
Home run, slam dunks, give him 6. Boys at MII, they got your big orange face. All year long is the place to be, to hear some balls for life talking Tennessee. Hate us if you want, but we sure